Hey everyone, welcome to episode 6. I'm so happy to have Emma with us today. Emma, thank you for joining. We are so excited to hear your thoughts.
Welcome back everyone, Emma J here.
So let's start something with important. Emma, what kind of activities really help children with ADHD focus better?
A lot of people assume that kids with ADHD just need to sit still and try harder to focus. But neuroscience shows that the opposite is often more helpful. ADHD brains tend to have lower dopamine activity in the prefrontal cortex, which is the part of the brain that's responsible for attention, planning, and impulse control. Because of that, activities that combine hands-on engagement, movement, and problem solving tend to work better than passive tasks. Things like building blocks, puzzles, drawing, crafts, or simple science experiments keep the brain engaged because they activate multiple systems at once. You're using your hands, your creativity, and your thinking skills all at the same time, which naturally creates dopamine and helps to sustain attention. I've personally noticed this in my own life too. Sitting still and forcing focus rarely has worked for me. But when I'm doing something interactive, like organizing something visually, building something, or even moving around while I think, kind of like pacing, my brain actually locks in much better. Research also shows that physical movement improves executive function in people with ADHD. Even small bursts of movement like stretching, walking, or fidgeting with something can help reset attention. So for kids with ADHD, the goal usually isn't removing movement. It's channeling it into activities that engage the brain in multiple ways. When learning feels interacting and stimulating instead of restrictive, that's often when ADHD kids thrive the most.
That's amazing. Emma, another questions I get a lot from parents is, are physical activities important for children with ADHD?
Yes, actually physical activity can be extremely helpful in children with ADHD. The ADHD brain tends to have differences in dopamine and norepinephrine, which are chemicals that help regulate attention, motivation, and impulse control. Physical movement naturally increases these chemicals, which can improve focus, mood, and emotional regulation. Many parents notice that after their kids run around outside, swim, ride bikes, or do something else active, they're actually able to sit and concentrate afterwards better. That is not a coincidence. Exercise increases blood flow to the brain and activates areas involved in executive function, which includes things like planning, attention, and self-control. Activities that involve coordination and rhythm can be especially beneficial. Things like martial arts, dance, swimming, gymnastics, or even biking can help kids practice body awareness and self-regulation while also giving them a healthy outlet for their energy. Another big benefit is emotional regulation. Kids with ADHD often experience big emotions, frustration, or restlessness. Physical activity helps burn off stress hormones like cortisol and increases endorphins, which are the brain's natural mood stabilizers. It can also improve sleep, which is huge because many kids with ADHD struggle with falling asleep or staying asleep. When their bodies get enough movement during the day, it often helps their nervous system settle down more easily at night. But the kicker is you don't want to force kids into traditional sports if they hate them. It's helping them find movement that they can enjoy. Some kids love team sports like my son does. Others, like my daughter, do better with solo activities like running, gymnastics, swimming, things like that. So what matters most is consistent movement that feels fun and engaging. For many children with ADHD, physical activity isn't just a healthy habit. It can actually be a helpful tool to help their brain regulate attention, emotions, and energy throughout the day.